to the history class, children. We were learning the second chapter, the trade to territory, how the British East India Company established its power to India. Yes, in this chapter we understood what was the cause and consequence of the discovery of the sea route to India, and then we learned how the Europeans made their trade contact with the Indians. In that, how the British got the opportunity to settle in India to have a trade. Yes, children, and to have a successful and profitable trade with India, the British East India Company had a fight, misunderstanding with the Bengal rulers. This misunderstanding led to the two battles. Which are that battle? The Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Buxar. We understood still this in the previous section of the class. Yes, children. Now, today, let us understand after the Battle of Buxar what happened. When did the battle happen, children? Battle of Buxar happened. It is in 1764. In that, who was defeated? It was Mir Qasim was defeated. By whom? By East India Company. And still here we stopped the previous class. Yes. Now let us continue the history class. After the defeat of Mir Qasim, Mir Jafar was reinstalled as a Nawab of Bengal. Okay, and he was forced to pay 5 lakh rupees per month as a gift to the East India Company. Do you think that 5 lakh rupees least amount? No, it was a huge amount. Not only for that time, even for today also, it is a huge amount. But Mir Jafar agreed. Why? Because he had a desire to become a Nawab. Okay. But in 1765, that is within 1 year, he died. After the death of Mir Jafar, the East India Company started thinking to become themselves as a ruler to India. And this dream became reality. Finally, in 1765, Mughal Emperor Shah Alam gave the Diwani right to the Robert Clive. Here Diwani right means what, children? Right to collect the revenue and tax in the Bengal region. And this, when the East India Company, especially Robert Clive, got this right, he started thinking that himself as a Nawab of that region. And this made a turning point to the East India Company to become a ruler in the India. That is the thing we are learning in this chapter, trade to territory. Now this Battle of Buxar gave, after 1765, finally the East India Company became from traders to territory holders. Okay, and that's after becoming a territory holders, they got an opportunity to rule the India. Okay, now after acquiring the Diwani rights, what the company did? The company used the vast resources of India for their selfish purpose. Okay, they did not use the wealth of India for the development of Indians. They used the wealth of India to develop their trade and make a huge profit to themselves, because they were traders. Traders means a business people. The business people, what they think? They think about the profit. Yes, here also the East India Company, they started making a huge amount of profit through using the natural resources. This created a huge loss to the India. Understood? Before, they used to bring the gold from their motherland and they used to buy the things and they used to have a trade. Now, after getting the Diwani rights, they stopped bringing the gold from their country and they started using Indian resources and gold not to have a trade, and they started sending the gold and silver to the country. Children, in your textbook there is a source number 1. If you read that source number 1, definitely you will come to know that vision of the Robert Clive. How he has written a letter to William Pitt saying that we should start ruling the India. This is the right and good opportunity to have a trade in India. This clearly explains, that source clearly explains the desire of the Robert Clive. And Robert Clive also started getting a more and more gift from the Indians, and even he also became so rich, and he himself became a Nawab. What is the meaning of Nawab, children? It is an English version of the saying Nawab, but Nawab means Indian ruler, Nawab means British ruler. They are British Nawabs are appointed by the East India Company as a governor to the India. Okay, but in Indian version they are the kings. So to differentiate themselves from the Indian kings, they started calling themselves as a Nawabs. And even though they started wearing the clothes like the royal kings in a different form. In every photo, the pictures which is given in your textbook, if you see, means each and every governor generals and viceroys, they used to wear a different costume, and that shows that they were portraying themselves as the Nawab. And many English cartoonists and in the play, they used to make a fun of this type of Nawabs. Okay, children. And Robert Clive, when he came to India, he was just 18. But he made a fortune in such a way that he became a so rich king. Why? How he became a so rich means by using the natural resources of our India and having a private trade by himself. Okay, and the private trade means not giving the account to the East India Company, and that profitable trade made him to become a rich. Seeing this movement, the British East India Company called him. Oh, how he made this type of fortune. Then he wanted to give the explanation to the Parliament of the British East India Company. When he came to India, he did not have anything. But when he left the India, he had 4 lakhs, more than 4 lakhs of pounds of money and property. From where he got it? All he got it from the Indians. And when they in the Parliament, when they questioned him, what he said is also in source number 3. He says that people were beating themselves to see the smile in his face, and they were giving a lot of gift to him. And why not he was using that opportunity? When they are giving the gift, why you will not become a rich? Like that he has said in the Parliament. But whatever it is, he felt the guilt and suicide himself. And this clearly says that he acquired money in a bad way. But all the governor generals who came to the India were not like Robert Clive. There were some good people too. Many did not make the opportunity or get the money at all, because they were died because of the natural calamities and diseases and in the battle, and many people were unfortunate, killed in the battle. So overall the governors who came, we don't consider they all are like Robert Clive. Most of them, they made their money, but most of them, they genuinely worked for British East India Company, not for the Indians. But some people also worked for the Indians also, that you are going to learn in the next chapters, how they made their rule in India. Understood, children? And don't forget to read source number 1 and source number 3 to enrich your knowledge about after the Battle of Buxar, what happened, what is the vision of the Robert Clark to become a ruler, and even what the explanation he gave to the parliament about. In the next class we will meet with the how the company established its rule in India. That you are going to learn in the next classes. Okay children, have a nice day and safe learning. Bye.